All right, everyone. 83, let's get to 84. 10 cats, 2x, 4y. So x's could be 1, y's could be 2, and that would create 10. Any other combination wouldn't work. Yeah. So let's see here. I need to have separation. Y's need to be 2. Let's do that. Y's need to be 2. Whoops. Okay, something like this. Though technically speaking, x is just as valid that it could go this way over the alternative. And that would make this and that. Actually, considering that, I don't think that can be the solution. I think you'd have to do this. And then you need one there. Need one here, you need one here. And then you need 2, which means you need one over here. So one somewhere in here, one somewhere in here, one somewhere in here, which is, yeah. And then you need 3, which is possible. So I don't see why not. Okay. Now that I have created a situation that is indeed valid, let's now look at the stars. There's no potential, because of the way this has to go. I mean, technically speaking, I could go and do something like this as well. Then that would be the solution. But I don't think that's actually going to be how it works. I think it's more likely to go this way, and I need to put one there. Oh, actually, I don't know if that can be a solution. I think I might actually be wrong with this. Very well might be that that has to be the solution. But then, yeah. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, let's backtrack all the way on these bombs. Is there, maybe I'm wrong, if y was 1, so you had 4, x could be 3, right? If x was, no, because, well, let's say 1, 2, no, that wouldn't be possible. It would have to be like that. Then I did something like this. Y wouldn't be possible here. Because y still needs 1. And nothing can reach over here, which means y would have to be 2. Is there a way that y could be 2? Yeah, no. If y is 2, x must be 1. Problem is there isn't enough to separate. Is there? Say that, do that, flip that, do that to there. Now, that would have to be there. There's no way because this wall here, as long as this Y has to go this way. Really, the difficulty is with this connection right here. Because whichever way this goes, this is tangential. Tangential. It's touching. Tangent. Yeah, tangent. I believe that's the correct term. Because this is tangential to this, it forces that this must be part of like one of these systems. It forces it. And since it's on this side, you'd want to have that continuation. But you do have this space here, which means it's possible to split out. Now, you could do something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You do that. And then you have something like, well, no, because if you had this, for instance, that would become required and actually make things very difficult. But alternatively, maybe it could be like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you'd have to have things like this. Or you could do things like this. I don't see why not. Doesn't really make... no, it doesn't really make a difference, actually. Because one way or another, these are consuming here and here. Yeah. So, could go there. These would have to go here. This would have to go here, which again creates a really unfortunate situation. But it could also be an entire bait to make you think that there's just a straight line there. I'm getting sleepy. Does not help me solve problems. This is a very interesting line. Let's try this. Really weird. Because if I do this, that has to be like that. That's not possible. Yeah. Hmm. Let's say something like this occurred. But you still can't. But you wouldn't be able to, yeah. There's something I'm missing. Something very fundamental that I'm just not catching here. See, but then right here, because this is touching 2, it now creates a situation where like no degree of separation can really occur, because this makes this line and this part of this. So there's no way to separate this entire like this is so hard. It's solving this problem right here that makes everything far more. Could x be 5? No, x can't be 5. Yeah. There's no way to get 4 to equally add up into 10. So it's not like x could be 0. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, yeah. So he didn't lie. Yeah. And the problem is, this is the only one that can service this one. This is the only one that can service this one, which means this has to be a solution. Meanwhile, this can service that. This can only service that. But there's flexibility. Considering this is the only one that can service that cat, though. Yeah, no, because even if I do this, yeah, well, no, because this could service all the way there. This could service all the way here, that could service there, and this could be done here. But if I do that, yeah, I get 2 right there. Great. I have 1, 2 here, 1 here, which isn't right. So that can't be a solution. So that's not possible. It has to come down here, which means that can't be that, which means 1 is in there. Now, I have 4 available, which, I mean, fair enough. I guess I could do this. Okay. It's kind of an interesting shape. Now, with that going on, I only got 1 available. I need 4. Oh yeah, this needs to have 2, so that goes there. Well, I know this can't actually be true, so that can't be a solution, which likely means that has to go this way, which means this has to go this way. Now, with that occurring, I don't know which one is going to be the answer, so that is what it is. I actually know this can't be true as far as the force solution. Because if this is the case, I need 1 to be in there. Okay. I don't see how on earth I'm going to separate this. It's not physically possible, I don't think. If that's the case, then that's not possible. So that has to be there. I don't see how on earth this is solvable. I really don't. I am so fundamentally like stumped. I just don't like see it. Like period. I just don't see an option. Like there are only two available, but one of them has to be up here. Like that's not like one has to be here, one has to be here. Like I need one here. I need something here. I don't know. That's required. Well, like I feel like that's forced. Like there is no possible way. That's the only option I could see remotely working. Like that's it. If it's not this, I have no idea how on earth you do anything. Three, four, five, six, seven. Has to be there. Okay, wow. That was like it has to be there because there is literally no other option, so fuck it, we ball. Like legitimately, that was my thought process.